Hi, my name is Gui Albieri, Associate Director of International Admissions at Hawaii Pacific University. I'm here today to share some important tips in how to get admissions into American colleges and also how to secure the dream scholarship. Before we go any further, I have to ask you a very important question that can change your life. And the question is, have you seen a cow before? Have you? Most of you have seen a cow before. Try to remember what was your reaction when you saw a cow for the first time. You were probably very young, you don't really remember it, but try to. You were probably very excited. You were extremely excited to see that weird looking animal, very strange looking, oh mommy, you know, big nose, big mouth and everything. You were excited. What happens when you see a cow for the second time, and the third time, and the fourth time? They become all boring animals, nothing really exciting about them. Now what happens now if you are driving down the road and all of a sudden you saw a purple cow? You would probably be very excited about it. You would get out of the car, get your cell phone, take some pictures, upload those pictures on your Facebook account, Orkut, or YouTube, and share it with all your friends. And why? Because that is out of the ordinary. Now, what does that have to do with college admissions? It has everything to do with college admissions. And why? Because we as admissions counselors, what do? We read applications, we read essays, we read files every day. In the admissions funnel, what we see is that there are hundreds and sometimes even thousands of students applying for universities on a yearly basis, and only a certain percentage of them will actually get in. That it becomes even more obvious when it comes to scholarships. There are a lot of students seeking scholarships, but only the most qualified ones will actually get a scholarship. So what is the solution for that? The solution for you is to create a purple application. An application that is worth talking about. And here I have an application form in my hands. An application form is something very standard, nothing really exciting about it. How can I differentiate myself with an application form? Well, there are many different ways you can. Make sure you get your application as soon as possible to us, and that will ensure that you get in and also that you are considered for a scholarship. Also, some universities have very specific deadlines. Make sure that your application gets there at that specific deadline. Include information that makes you stand out. If you have received any honors, any awards, make sure you include. Sometimes you can even include the certificates. Some universities will not allow you to include the certificates, and they will let you know. But if nothing is said, just include the certificates so you can show everything that you have accomplished in your life. Read the application thoroughly and fill out every single field in the application. If there is a field here, it's because I need the answer. I need the information. So make sure that you fill it out and you make a good job in filling it out. Proofread your application and especially your essay. After you get used to your essay and you get used to your application, when you look at it too many times, you cannot see some mistakes. So it's important for you to give it to someone else. Give it to a family member, give it to a friend, and ask their opinion. They are going to be crucial in finding typos, and finding grammar errors and things like that. Final and big remark that I would like to make is your email's address. Just be very, very careful about them and avoid this kind of email addresses that you're gonna see now. spicychica@hotmail.com, not a good one. I'm always drunk at Hotmail, not good. This is how we are gonna perceive you. So make sure you send a good impression. If you have such emails, just change them before you send them out to the world. Very easy. What are we looking for when we look at them? We are looking for good grades. So make sure you have excellent grades in there. If you are not getting the grades that you would like to, and you are applying for a university that, you know, maybe only in 2 years you're gonna get in, or in 1 year you're gonna get in, just make sure that you start working hard to bump up your GPA to get good grades, because this is very important. Another thing that we look at is what we call the roller coaster effect. The roller coaster effect is when in one semester you have wonderful grades, and another semester your grades go down, and then it goes up again. It's inconsistency. You gotta be aware of those inconsistencies and college admissions, do look at them. So make sure you have a solid transcript. Having letters of recommendation are extremely important. The only problem about it is that most of the time the letters of recommendation are extremely boring and they are not unique at all. They don't say anything about you. My impression most of the time is that professors that send up recommendation letters have a standard format, they put your name into it and they print it. Oh, they usually say, especially in some countries that I travel to, Mr. So-and-so is on the top 5% of my class. Everybody's on the top 5% of their classes. I read that all the time. And most of the time they will write, this student is a very brilliant and bright and active student. And nothing more than that. Oh, he has wonderful leadership skills. But nothing more than that. They never share what kind of projects they have worked on or any real life situations that I say, okay, this professor really knows this student and this is a unique letter of recommendation. So make sure you choose who is going to give you a letter of recommendation very well. Make sure that that person knows you, that person has worked with you, that person has actually been involved with you in different projects, because that's going to make a big difference.